Swagatham, Dr. Mohan George. Dr. Mohan George, Delhi Pollution Control Board Senior Scientist at Retire Alana. അദ്ദേഹം Delhi ആണ് ലോകത്തിലെ pollution affected cities ഏറ്റവും വളരെ ടോപ്പ് ലെവലിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ടോപ്പ് ലിസ്റ്റിലൊക്കെ കുറെ നാളായിട്ട് ഫീച്ചർ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു സംസ്ഥാനമാണ് ഡൽഹി. ആ സംസ്ഥാനത്തിന്റെ പൊല്യൂഷൻ കൺട്രോൾ ബോർഡിന്റെ മോണിറ്ററിംഗ് റെമഡി ഒക്കെ നോക്കിയിരുന്ന ഒരു സയന്റിസ്റ്റ് ആണ് ശ്രീ മോഹൻ ജോർജ്. ഡോക്ടർ മോഹൻ ജോർജ്, വെൽക്കം. നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് സംസാരിക്കാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത് കൊച്ചിയില് ബ്രഹ്മപുരത്ത് ഉണ്ടായ തീയും മാലിന്യ കൂമ്പാരത്തിനുണ്ടായ തീയും അതിന്റെ ഇമ്പാക്റ്റിനെ കുറിച്ചാണ്. കുറെ ആൾക്കാർ നാട്ടില് ഡൽഹിയിലെ മാലിന്യ കൂമ്പാരത്തിന് ഇതുപോലെ തീ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, അത് അവിടെ ഒന്നും സംഭവിച്ചില്ലല്ലോ എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പൊ അത് ഞാൻ പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് താങ്കളുടെ പേര് എനിക്ക് ഓർമ്മ പെട്ടെന്ന് വന്നത്, താങ്കൾ അന്നല്ല എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് പറഞ്ഞത് ഇന്ത്യയിലെ ഏറ്റവും ശുദ്ധവായു ഉള്ളത് കേരളത്തിലെ മലപ്പുറത്തും ഗവിയിലുമാണ് എന്നുള്ളത്. അത് എൻ്റെ മനസ്സിൽ എപ്പോഴും നിൽക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു സംസ്ഥാനത്ത് ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു മാലിന്യ കൂമ്പാരത്തിന്റെ തീ ഉണ്ടാകുമ്പോൾ അതെങ്ങനെ താങ്കൾ കാണുന്നു? പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് നാഷണൽ ഗ്രീൻ ട്രിബ്യൂണൽ 100 കോടിയുടെ ഫൈൻ കോർപ്പറേഷനെ അടിച്ചിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
Look, NGT find the corporation, that's a different judicial thing. And they have their formulas to calculate the environmental compensation and environmental charges. That's totally different. But the fire in the municipal waste site is a serious issue. അതെന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് എ മിക്സ് ഓഫ് തിങ്സ്. ഈ നമ്മുടെ മാലിന്യ കൂമ്പാരം is starting from plastic to any and everything the dump there. നമ്മുടെ റൂൾസ് പറയുന്നത് ഇത് സാഗ്രിഗേറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. പ്രൊഡ്യൂസർ ലെവലിൽ തന്നെ ഓർഗാനിക് ആൻഡ് ഇനോർഗാനിക് വേസ്റ്റ് ഡികമ്പോസ് ആകണം, റീസൈക്ലബിൾ മാറ്റർ എടുക്കണം. ആൻഡ് ലാൻഡ് ഫില്ല് നമ്മൾ കൊടുത്തയക്കുന്ന വേസ്റ്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അത് ജസ്റ്റ് ഇനോർഗാനിക് മെറ്റീരിയൽ which cannot be burnt and which cannot be processed further. But in Indian condition, actually, these waste dump sites are not engineered or planned. We are dumping there from the household food waste or food waste from the food outlet to even the recyclable material. And when the people are comparing Delhi and Kerala, this is two different conditions. Here in Delhi, it happens, fire happens. I'm not telling you there fire not happens, fire happens. But and we have 3, actually it is not legal dumps, but 3 illegal. Whatsoever we have 3 dumps. And there what happens, in 2 of them, sometimes fire happens. The reason for this fire is the anaerobic action which happens underground, which produce temperature and oxygen, and this oxygen come in contact with the methane packets. Methane, what happened, how methane comes? The organic waste, the food waste or decomposable waste, when decomposed, it produce methane, this waste. And when the methane come out, it self-ignite due to temperature. And we all know, okay, in Kerala this time temperature is 37 or 36 on the day when the fire happened. So the methane burnt. And when you have sufficient oxygen,
Okay.
and when you talk about fire in this type of drum, we can we scientifically classify it into 6. But forget about it. If we are talking in the layman language, we can simply say 2 fires. One which run on the surface and one which run on inside.
Okay.
And the fire which is underground fire, that cannot be controlled easily, and that create much problem.
Okay.
And as far as I don't know what's the condition of ULBs which maintain the Brahmapuram site, and how they are going to pay. If they can pay, that amount can be used for the benefits, the health condition, the monitorings, and that type of thing.
No, that they have already said that they can't afford to pay. They will go to other higher courts for further arguments. But what I want to know is that in Kerala, the 37 degrees, 37 degree fire. Delhi, 47 degree വരെ പോകുന്ന ഒരു സ്ഥലമാണ്. പക്ഷെ ഇതുപോലെ ഒരു 10 ദിവസം നീണ്ടുന്ന ഒരു തീ I have not heard it in the last 40 years. There are occasional things, but it gets controlled. അവിടെയാണ് we come to a conclusion that there is total mismanagement happening in Kochi. What is your experience in controlling the fire? It can happen, as you said.
Yeah, fire happens, and we learn with our mistakes. No doubt about it. So Delhi is more equipped. They are dealing with this fire since long. So what happens? Or you can say with the learning in the process, they now more equipped. They are the site is more planned. Best method available as on day is covering the fire with the mud. When you put new solid waste, you have to put a layer of the mud and all. That's its complete technique, how to prevent fire. You have to put the vents where that methane can escape or flare. But what I feel, of course, I never visited the Brahmapuram site, so I don't know how they are dealing with. But the few experts who contacted me, we tried to control the fire by water. Generally, fire service fire water spray and we normal fire try and when that scientific community debate on this, instrument to close down the fire. The reason, you spray the fire, you douse the fire, the water will seep into that waste dump, and on the one hand, the leachate will be formed, which will contaminate nearby water bodies if it is not properly engineered, and this water increase the anaerobic conditions in the west side, which will produce more methane. Bacterial action will produce, and there will be more chances of fire.
Okay.
For an initial stage, you can put some water, but otherwise, then the foam-based techniques, I think Cochin used it also. So water is not, but here in systems and cover them with the mud.
Okay. That comes to this question. There are 10 days fire in Kochi, which is totally new. So what could be the after effects of this on flora and fauna?
That's very unfortunate condition. The fire continued for 10 or more days. And I think what the media reports about a major part of the Cochin can smell the fire. If you are smelling anything, it means some contaminant traveled till your nose and you are getting the smell of it. It may be VOCs, it may be any other chemical. I think in Indian condition, there is not much literature available. What all emit. But when you talk about the US EPA, American Environmental Protection Authority, this is major emission is carbon monoxide, CO2, oxides of nitrogen, HCl in the vapor form, hydrogen cyanide, and VOCs. And the same thing, the European Environmental Protection Authority worked on it. And their study says that there is much metal in the vapor, starting from the lead, cadmium, even the mercury, arsenic. It depends what type of waste you are dumping. If we generalized for the Indian condition, my worry is plastic. Plastic, sanitary napkins, the chemicals, the unused drugs, whatever you are putting, it's there. So if we just take the plastic as the major constituent, so what is coming out, because it is not the big fire, you are not burning it on 1200 or 1300 degree and everything is gone. No, it's low temperature, means 100, 200, 300 degree centigrade, and you are emitting the dioxin and furans, which is non-carcinogens. It put impact on your liver and kidney and different organs. We don't know what metal is coming, because every metal have its target organ. Something go and deposit at the liver and something go and deposit kidney. Anyway, that's one part. And if we, for a minute, if we forget about this complicated chemicals, simple particulate, the soot, the smoke which is coming, that will impact your respiratory system, the cough, sneezing, and of course, this is smoldering and very little particle. Once again, you come back to Delhi, what we always talk about, the PM10 and PM2.5 are less than that. That is entering into a respiratory system and in process is entering into the blood. So long-term impact will be there. You can't avoid it now, it's too late.
Okay.
But at least we must go for the total medical checks, at least nearby vulnerable set of the population, especially kids and elderly, and we must collect the data, and if we required, we must take the preventive things.
Okay.
The impact will be there.
Yeah. So, but then you are saying that it can be dangerous, a lot of chemicals and metals which will attack various organs. So,
yeah.
So what is needed urgently is a kind of examination or a survey of the health status in and around the place, isn't it?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you repeat?
Yeah, yes.
Because there is a break, I think.
Yes. ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചത് ഈ മെറ്റൽ എമിഷൻ ഒക്കെ വന്ന് വരുമ്പോൾ പല ഓർഗൻസിനെ അറ്റാക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു, പല മെറ്റൽസ്. ഉടനെ ചെയ്യേണ്ട ഒരു അഡ്മിനിസ്ട്രേഷൻ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സർക്കാർ ഉടനെ ചെയ്യേണ്ട ഒരു കടമ, ഒരു ഹെൽത്ത് സർവേ അതിന് ചുറ്റുമുള്ള ആൾക്കാരുടെ ഉടനെ നടത്തുക, അത് എന്തെങ്കിലും സംഭവിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ എന്ന് പരിശോധിക്കുക എന്നതാണോ താങ്കൾ പറയുന്നത്?
യെസ്. ഉടനെ ഇപ്പം ഷോർട്ട് ടേം മെസർ അടുത്തുള്ള കുറെ You know, wind direction and that type of data is available with the IMD and with CPCB and Kerala Pollution Control Board. Engota maximum poka poyed our area choose it our primary health survey nadatana our blood samples edutana adinte kuda if the pollution control board taken the sample of the air at that time, so we have to go for the chemical analysis of that. Ad enduvarnu mainly emit ayida other analyze it, then go for the detailed long-term survey how it impacted the nearby population and vulnerable population. That's the younger ones and the elder ones. And especially our officers who work there, the fire service operators, police, who are very, very nearby, and they, of course, they use the mask, but they inhale something in that.
Yes.
So their proper health checkup is the basic requirement at this moment.
Okay. What about the flora, the trees and the vegetation and the animals?
Of course, it impacted to the nearby flora and fauna both, but that need further study. It is the time when the Pollution Control Board or State Department of Environment must award some project, academic project to the renowned universities or academic institutes, maybe Kerala or outside Kerala, to analyze how it impacted. If you have the, I don't know in that area what type of vegetation is there. If fast-growing vegetables are growing or something, we must take the samples and we try to analyze how it impacted it.
Okay. Can it take some time?
Yeah. We are losing time.
Okay. Okay.
Every day it is going.
Okay.
Means it is entering into the food web.
Okay.
What is food web? The lowest animal, even in the water, nearby, history garnum, river pass deposit item.
Okay.
The smoke is what? It's a particle only.
Okay. The
particle will settle in water. It is what's a chemical only. Okay. It will go down, the fish is taking it, and in the process, finally, we are taking it.
Okay.
So it's a food web. Before that enter into the food web, we have to trace it out where it is going.
Okay. Okay.